Hello everyone, and then welcome to another tutorial video. So in this video we'll be treating how to solve integration with the scientific calculator. Okay, so most of the times you come across some questions during your multiple choice questions, and you do not have to waste much time, so you try to solve the question using the calculator. Same applies to integration. So with integration you can also solve integration problems, that's calculus, with the scientific calculator. Without further much ado, let's just dive right into this video. So in case you want to see more of these videos, I would urge you to subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notification by clicking on the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any newly uploaded videos. Like the video, and in case you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section and then I'll reply to them as soon as possible. So let's see how we go by solving this question. Okay, so this is very straightforward and then simple to solve. You could just manually solve this, or once you want to do not want to waste time, okay, saving time, you just have to use a calculator to find what the answer. So let's clear the calculator. Okay, now so let's see how we solve this question. So this is an integration question. So we click on this. Okay, once you click on that, to give it will put the calculator in the integration mode. Then you just have to punch in the exact question. Okay, so we have 1 divided by s squared plus 4. Okay, and then we substitute our limits. That's -2 and +2. So this is the limit, okay, from 2 to -2, the highest limit and the lowest limit. So let's find the answer. Okay, so now the answer is 0.785. okay, so let's keep this answer in mind. We have 0.785 as our answer. So this corresponds to 0.785. okay, right. Now let's check. All you have to do is just check which of these options will correspond to the solution, okay, that's corresponding to this value. Okay, so let's do that. So let's first check for A. For A we have pi on 3. Okay, let's check. Okay, so we have 1.047, meaning A is not the answer. Okay, we just move on. Okay, let's move on. So let's move on to pi on 2. Let's check for pi on 2. Okay, so pi on 2 give us 1.57, which is not also the same as 0.78. so B is not the answer. So let's proceed to C. Okay, let's check. So here you could see that C is 0.628, okay, which is not also equal to 0.785. okay, so we move on to D. So from here you could notice that D will most definitely be the right answer. Okay, let's check. Okay, so we could notice that D is the right answer. Okay, that corresponds to 0.785. that's pi on 4. So the solution to this integral is D. Okay, right. So let's proceed to the next question. Okay, so let's see this question. Okay, so from here you could notice that even though we have the integral, we do not have the limits. Okay, we do not have the limits to this question, so we have to come up with the limits. Okay, now let me give you a friendly advice. Whenever you want to choose limit for any integral that doesn't have limits, I would advise you to choose reasonable values. Okay, so just choose a reasonable figure, okay, or a reasonable range. So let's say you choose from maybe 5 to 10. Okay, so 10 will be your highest and then 5 will be your lowest. Okay, so let's do that. Let's see how we go by solving this integral. Okay, so let's punch our respective answer into the calculator. Okay, so we have s squared plus 2x minus 2. Okay, and then you divide that by s cubed minus 4x. Okay, so now let's choose our limit. So we have 5 to 10. So 10 will be our highest limit and then 5 will be our lowest limit. So let's do that. So we have 5, so we have 10. Okay, so from here, note that you always have to choose a reasonable range so that you end up with what? A reasonable answer. Okay, so let's see what the answer would be. So now you could notice that you have an answer to what? 0.947. So let's keep that. Let's keep that 0.947. Okay, let's keep that answer. Now all we have to do is just check which of these solutions will give us what? This exact value. Okay, so let's start from here. So we have what? Okay, so initially you could notice that our first example was what? We were given what? The limit. So we just had to reference what? Our options so that we check whether any of them correspond to what? The answer we had. But from here we weren't given any limits. And then whenever you are not given any limits, you just use the approach of what? The highest and then the lowest limit. That's where we chose what? A reasonable range of 5 to 10. Okay, and then that's the same principle we'll be using over here. So from here, just choose two brackets. Okay, we are choosing two brackets so that it will be much simpler for us. So this is what? From the highest to the lowest. Okay, so let's punch in this expression. So we have what? 1/2. Okay, and then you punch what? Length of what? So we have s cube. Okay, so you point that your calculator s cube. Okay, s cube, and then we have what? X minus 2. Okay, over here exponent 3, and then you divide that by what? X plus 2. Okay, and then you duplicate the same thing over here in the next box. Okay, you duplicate the same thing in the next box. That's what we have: 1/2, 1/2. Okay, and then we have what? Length of the same expression. Okay, so we have what? Length of the same expression. So we have what? Let's keep this in a bracket. Okay, so we have what? S cube. Okay, then open bracket x minus 2. Okay, and then you have what? Squared, and then you divide that by what? X plus 2. Okay, so from here you could just punch your what? Exact expression onto the calculator, and then you end up with what? The right answer. Okay, so we've been able to punch the two expressions on the calculator. All you have to do is just insert our limits. Okay, all you have to do is just insert our limits. So from here, instead of going this way, instead of using both x, you could just use x and y. Okay, so let's check whether we could use x and y so that this becomes a bit simpler. Okay, so let's use x and y. Okay, let's use x and y. This will make it simpler. Okay, so let's see. So we have x, so our x should be what? 10. Okay, the upper limit. Okay, and let's see our y value. So our y value is what? 5. Now let's check the answer. So the answer is what? 2.79, which doesn't correspond to what? 0.947. So note how I inserted the what? The expression. Okay, for the first expression I use x, that's for the upper limit, that's what? 10. And then the second expression I use what? Y. Okay, for the what? The second expression. Okay, the second limit. Okay, that was what? 5. And then we chose our limits. Okay, upper limits and then what? Lower limits, and that didn't give us what? This expression. No, so now all you have to do is just use what? The second expression. Okay, so again you could also go by using the fraction or using what? Decimals. Okay, so we also know that 1/4 is the same as what? 0.25. Okay, so all you have to do is just substitute what? 1/4 by what? 0.25. Okay, so I would advise you to usually use the decimals. Okay, so that it will be a much simpler. Okay, so we've just done that, and then we've changed what? S cubed to what? S exponent 2. The same applies to what? The other side, y exponent 2, and then what? 0.25. so let's insert our what? Limits so that we get to know what the corresponding answer will be. So highest limit is what? 10. Okay, and the lowest limit is what? 5. Okay, so we could notice that we had what? 0.947, which corresponds to what? The answer we had for what? This exact integral. Okay, so this corresponds to what? That answer. It means that what? The answer to this question is what? B. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next question. Okay, so this is a similar question. Okay, it's very, very similar. So we have to also choose a reasonable limit. Okay, so let's do that. So we have what? 2x plus 1. Okay, and then you multiply that by what? 3x minus 2. Okay, and then let's choose our limit. So from here you could either choose 10 to 5 or maybe 0 to 1. Okay, because this is not a complex what expression. Okay, this is not a complex expression, but let's maintain our limit. Okay, from 5 to 10. Okay, let's see. So that gave us what? 1702.5. So this is very huge. Okay, so let's choose a smaller limit. Okay, so that we will get something maybe you end up with what? A value which is maybe in its decimal. Okay, in its decimal form. So let's choose from 0 to, let's say, 1. Okay, from, let's say, 0 to 1. Let's see. Okay, so this is much better. Okay, 0 minus 0 5. Okay, so let's maintain that. So this gave us what? Minus 0.5. So this is the same as what? Minus 0.5. Okay, so now let's check for the corresponding answer. Okay, so let's start from here. Let's start from A. So the same principle applies. Okay, so we have what? 2x cubed. Okay, 2x cubed minus 0.5, and then we have what? X squared, and then we have what? Minus 2x. Okay, close that, and then you subtract that from what? The other limit. Okay, the lower limit. So we have what? 2y. Okay, so I'm using another limit, so we have 2y cubed. Okay, and we have what? Minus 0.5 y squared. Okay, and then we have what? Minus 2y. So let's check our limit. So we chose limit from what? 0 to 1. Okay, so for choosing limits we have what? 0 to what? 1. Okay, so we have 1, and then the other one is what? 0. Okay, so you can notice that this is the exact solution to what? This question. Okay, this is the exact solution. Once we get the exact solution, you just leave the rest. Okay, you just leave the rest, let them be, because we've already arrived at what? The specific what? Answer to the question. Okay, right. So in case this video was helpful to you, I would urge you to subscribe to the channel, because we'll be uploading series of these videos on this channel. Okay, turn on your post notification whenever we up, so that whenever we upload another video you get access to them. Okay, like the video, help us share the video, and then in case you have any question, just leave them in the comment section, and then I'll reply to them as soon as possible. Have a lovely day.